Welcome back. Minnesota State women's hockey head coach Sherry Dickerman is fresh off winning a gold medal with Team USA on the women's hockey team as an assistant coach. Coach, just kind of take me through the entire tournament. Just how exciting of a time was it, especially to have such a close game between the U.S. and Canada there in the gold medal game?
Yeah, it was a surreal experience. Something I've dreamt about for, since the inception of women's hockey in the Olympics in '98. It was a surreal finish to a really impressive tournament by our team. Outscoring our opponents 33-2 throughout the tournament, and for the first time trailing in that gold medal game. But at no point did anyone on the bench feel that we weren't going to find a way to win that game. Came down to the last couple minutes, we finally put one in off a face-off, and then after Hillary Knight scores her 15th goal in her Olympic career, I was like, all right, we got this. Not sure who the hero will be, but it was awesome.
And when that game goes to overtime, just what were some of the tensions like, I guess, on the bench?
I think our team was fairly relaxed. We had a plan. We practiced 3-on-3 kind of throughout the entire season through some drills. This is our plan of our pairs of forwards who were going. We had kind of four groups of forwards and 3D to rotate through, and there's a hero in the room. We'll find out who it's going to be, and it was fantastic. We finished the game in the first 4 minutes because last year at the World Championship, I think we played like 17 minutes of 3-on-3 before Tessa Janicki scored the golden goal in that tournament. So it was great to get it a little bit earlier on.
And I have to assume, growing up, with your hockey career, you always dreamed of being a gold medalist. Just to be able to achieve that success. Just what does that kind of mean to you as you kind of just reflect on everything that you've accomplished hockey-wise?
It's kind of like still trying to soak it in, I guess. You get to that tournament and you're, the video and sitting in the boardroom kind of planning our next opponent, who might we face next in, the quarterfinal or semifinal game, and you're just like kind of grinding the whole way through, and then the game ends, and it's just like a relief that, okay, it's done, but also like the now what is kind of the thought. But I've kind of reflected a little, and seeing the men's team then win gold, and it's like maybe I don't appreciate it as much of a big deal as it actually is, just because I was in it. But it's something I've dreamt about, and so proud of our team, and so grateful for the opportunity to work with from our general manager, Katie Million, who's a really close friend of mine now, all the way through like the coaching staff and the entire staff, and those athletes who, I've played with a few of them long ago, and to see the trajectory and where they've brought women's hockey, and the dominant performance they put forth over the last 2 seasons. We've gone 18-0 from last year's World Championship to then 4 games we sweep the rivalry series against Canada, where we outscored them pretty heavily, to then be in that tight final and finish off that tournament 7-0. It's kind of the bow on the whole thing. It was awesome.
And to wear Team USA and to represent the country, just what does that mean to you?
I'm like, you hear the men's players say, the women's players, like, I love the USA. I love everything about it. I love being an American. So it's a lot of pride to be a part of the program, and be a part of it as we bring it into new heights is just, it's awesome. It's amazing. And I'm so grateful that hockey's kind of brought me on this path to end up here.
We'll be right back after the break. Stay with us. What does an Olympics like this mean for hockey across the U.S. as far as the youth to see the men and women win it in the same year?
Well, I think I saw a tweet somewhere that somebody tweeted in like 2012 of some event that now youth hockey has now hit 100,000 athletes in the might level. and now, 14 years later, those players have all grown up, and that's part of what's on the national teams now. So it'll be awesome to see how many players are inspired by what our two teams did, and how this thing keeps rolling. You see pictures of some of the young players on our team, the Layla Edwards and Haley Wynn and Kirsten Sims have pictures with Hillary Knight and her medals, or Kendall Coyne Schofield and her medals, and when they were 10 or 11 years old, and now Layla Edwards is assisting on Hillary Knight's goal to keep our game going. So it's kind of, the group has inspired, and now to see where hockey goes from here, it'll be exciting to see over the next 10, 20, 30 years. And
this might be a dumb question, but what more do you have to achieve after getting a gold medal in the Olympics? I mean, that's got to be,
I love competing. I love winning. And now I'm excited to be back with the Mavericks. I love this program, our staff, our team, and I'm looking forward to the opportunity. We head to Duluth, leave tomorrow morning. Excited for the opportunity to win a series, which we haven't done since I've been coaching here, and extend our season into the WCHA tournament next weekend. That's what's next for me. That's the goal. Quick turnaround to get it done, but I'm confident in our group and excited for that opportunity as well.
And take me through that process as you're kind of you win the gold medal. How quickly do you turn the page and say, okay, now it's full attention on the Bulldogs?
Yeah, I think we won gold on Thursday. I think I spent the weekend celebrating with our group, and now I've been fortunate with the staff here between Goose and Emily and Mac that they've kind of kept the ball rolling. Back out to practice for 2 days, and it looks great. Like, people are moving the puck, making plays, power play looks good. So I'm excited. I'm grateful for what they've done while I was gone for 4 weekends, but really excited for the development that our young players have had and the game that we're playing right now. And it is kind of a quick turnaround, like, let me switch from this mode to this mode, but I'm excited to get to Duluth and get a job done.
And since you took over as head coach of this program, we've seen kind of the development from year to year now. A lot of young players on this team, and what really excites you about kind of the direction that this program is heading? And obviously there's some key seniors on this year's group as well that still have something that they want to achieve here this season.
Yeah, I think our senior leadership group, I kind of talked to them at the start of the year, like, it's going to be different, we're going to be young, but it kind of brings me back to my senior year. We had 2 seniors and a bunch of freshmen, that it was like, you just got to instill belief in those players, that you believe in them, allow them to make mistakes, but also help them build their confidence. I think our seniors have done a really good job of welcoming the new group, not being upset that's who's going to score the goals. It's a selfless game in our locker room. We spread around the scoring, which is great to see. And I know it's nice to see freshman Mercury Bischoff putting up big numbers, scoring goals. But that's part of that is her line mates setting her up, her getting to the net front and having the finishing touch. But Taylor Otremba and Kiana Roski, can't say enough about them. The pace that Whitney Tuttle plays at, and then when you have a goalie like Haley Hansen, that's gonna do anything she can to keep the puck out of the net. Your team believes in her, and she'll give us a chance.